Welcome to the Owens Online Academic Intervention Workshop. This workshop will help you understand what academic intervention is, what may have led to your being placed on academic intervention, as well as the policies and procedures that govern academic standing at Owens Community College. Academic intervention occurs when a student's cumulative GPA falls below a 2.0 at the end of any given semester. There are several consequences for academic intervention. These include registration holds, mandated intervention counseling, possible financial aid restrictions, being ineligible for graduation and transfer, and remaining below a 2.0 for more than one semester may result in dismissal from the college. Owens Community College has 5 levels of probation. You are currently on P1 academic intervention. This is because your GPA has dropped below a 2.0 in the previous semester. Should you remain below a 2.0 at the end of the next semester, you will be at P2 academic risk. At the end of a third semester, if your GPA still remains below a 2.0, you will be at P3 academic jeopardy. At that point, you can be considered for dismissal from the college. Take some time to consider the various factors that may have led to your current academic standing. Have you perhaps been working too many hours? In the future, you may consider cutting back on your work hours. This may require some budgeting and a reduction of spending. You can cut back on the number of credits that you're taking. You could sit out for a few semesters. You could change jobs. Don't forget to visit the Owens Career Center or consider work-study jobs if you are considering changing jobs. You could also ask for additional family support. Perhaps you took too many credits this past semester. It's easy to get overwhelmed when you remember that for every hour you're in class, you need to spend 2 to 3 hours outside of class studying. So consider reducing your credits by constructing a reasonable plan of study and following it. You could also reduce your other obligations and keep your credit loaded as it is. If you have a documented disability, please contact Disability Services to see what accommodations may be available to you. Have you been struggling with time management? We highly recommend getting a planner and using it. It's also a great idea to plan your week ahead. You can ask for assistance if you need it. At Owens Community College, we do offer excellent classes to help with time management and study skills. You could register for FYU 121, SSC 115, or consider seeing your academic advisor or learning support services for additional help. Many Owens Community College students have additional responsibilities outside of class. If those responsibilities include children, it's a great idea to organize the whole family's week when you organize your week on a Sunday. Be sure you always have a backup plan for child care. If you happen to miss class because of a child's illness, please be sure you bring documentation to your instructor. You can include your children in study time. It's a great family event. Please be sure that you're carrying class notes, flashcards, or textbooks to children's events so that you can study while your child is not performing. Are financial struggles keeping you from reaching your academic goals? Try applying for scholarships via the OSERV office or looking for off-campus sources. You could look for a different job. Don't forget to visit the Owens Career Center or consider work-study jobs. 211 is a great resource for finding out what type of social services you might qualify for. Don't forget other cost-saving measures such as carpooling, swapping babysitting duties, or learning to budget and sticking to a financial plan. Not attending class on a regular basis affects not only your grades, but can be very detrimental to your academic standing. If you find yourself not attending class, stop and think about why you're not attending. You can discuss that with your academic advisor. Maybe you need to take a break from school until you're ready to come back, rearrange your work schedule, find a new job that works with your school schedule, or don't take classes at times that conflict with your other commitments. There are many services at Owens Community College that will help you address study skills deficiencies. You could take a course such as FYU 121 or SSC 115. Please be sure you're planning 2 to 3 hours of study time for each hour you spend in the classroom. Learning Support Services also offers study skills assistance, and your academic advisor is an excellent source of information about study skills. Being unsure of your goals can also lead to academic trouble. If you're not sure what to major in, or if you're not sure you're headed in the right direction, please make an appointment with Career Services, who can assist you with assessment and other options. You could also talk with your academic advisor. Volunteering at jobs that interest you, interviewing, or job shadowing someone in a field that you're interested in are also excellent opportunities to learn more. Research the career of your interest and make the most of what you like to do. Make the most of knowing yourself. Make a list of what you like to do, what interests you, and discuss that with your career counselor at Career Services. Were you struggling to understand the content of your class? It's an excellent opportunity to meet with your instructor during his or her office hours. You could also go to Learning Support Services for free tutoring. Ask a professor for supplemental readings or research to help you answer questions that you may still have. Meet with your academic advisor to be sure that you're placed into the appropriate courses. And also be sure you're sitting in the front of the class, arriving early, and are prepared. All of these things can help you be successful. We all need to have a social life, but not if it's impacting our academic progress. Be sure you have your priorities in line. You're analyzing your time and making sure that you're studying the appropriate amount of time out of class. If you like to socialize and study, form study groups with students in your class. It can be productive and fun. Learn to say no to those opportunities that do not assist you with your academic goals and are not a priority for you or your family. Another thing that may contribute to your academic struggles is starting late in the semester. Did you sign up for classes only a week before they began, or perhaps after classes started? Be sure that you're talking to your instructor to see what you need to do to pass the class. It's very important that you attend every class now that you're signed up. Be aware of the last dates to drop or withdraw. And in the future, be sure that your financial aid for the next year is done by March 1st. Be aware of registration dates for the next semester. You will receive mail from your advisor with registration dates. Register early. Change your work schedule in advance so that you can attend the first day of class. Change your work schedule so that you can attend every day of class. Unreliable transportation can be very frustrating. If you do have an unreliable mode of transportation, please be sure you have a backup plan. You could also consider ride-sharing or carpooling. Don't forget there are other means of transportation, such as taxis, your bike, or public transportation. Have a backup ride in place at all times. It's also good to have any car repairs and maintenance done before the semester begins. If you're struggling with legal or health problems, please see your advisor about petitioning for special withdrawal. Consider sitting out a semester or dropping down to part-time until you are able to resolve these issues. The academic advisors at Owens Community College are very interested in your success, and they have the following recommendations to help you get back into good academic standing. To begin, please repeat any courses where you received a D or an F. When you repeat courses, the new grade replaces the old one in your GPA calculation. So while that D or F may still appear on your transcript, your GPA will improve dramatically. Drop courses before the deadlines. The only caution is that you should speak with an OSERV advocate and your advisor before making any schedule changes. Be sure you're going to class, discussing your difficulties with instructors, registering early, selecting your course load wisely with the help of your academic advisor, and utilizing any tutoring services that you may need. Once you have completed the rest of this workshop and taken the post-workshop assessment, your next steps will be to meet with an OSERV advocate to learn how your academic standing is impacting your financial aid, register for your classes, make a follow-up appointment with your academic advisor, and be sure to review those add drop dates. Thank you.